to bring her to the forefront so she can really break down the products for you guys. And again, Dr. Grace, thank you so much for taking out your busy time tonight and, gracing us with your presence and being able to go over these products for us. So I'm going to turn it over to you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for that amazing introduction, and kudos to you, our double diamond. Thank you so much for being a servant leader and thinking about enough about the Tava family and your team to share this information. So you're recording this. May I admonish you to share with your team to listen to this over and over and over again. Even though we do believe in and stand on third-party validation, but I've had people to listen to the products over and over again to where I've had, some people in Tava to close doctors because they were confident in knowing what the products are and how they work in the body. And they were like, Dr. Grace, we need you to be on standby for third-party validation. But they were so good in presenting how the products work. They were like, the doctor just said, okay. So this is not saying that you will say it like me, know it like me, but build up enough confidence in sharing with all walks of life, including doctors, of these amazing products. So getting right into it, the Basia tea, this tea is for everyone. So erase your brain that is just for people to lose weight, okay? Which is primarily, that's what it's designed for. But big, small, tall, fluffy, or whatever, everyone under the sound of my voice needs to detox. And this proprietary blend of tea, as you guys know, it has chamomile in it. It has dextrin insoluble fiber in it. It has papaya in it. It has senna. And as you guys know, things that are trending now is plant-based. And so all of our products, but one is plant-based. And so this tea, what it does as you drink it, all you have to do is take one little sachet, put it in a water bottle, shake it up, drink it. You don't have to brew it, hot water or anything like that. But in the beginning, that's what I used to do. I used to like to drink it hot. You could drink it hot or drink it room temperature. Room temperature works best. And you just drink it. And we tell people, depending on their body habitus, how their body responds, they will have a Tava experience within 6 to 8 hours. Sometimes people will respond sooner and some people may respond later, but the average time is 6 to 8 hours. And what I do when I'm sampling someone, I tell them, before you drink your tea, get on the scale, weigh yourself, drink the tea. After you had your experience, maybe one time, several times, weigh yourself again. And the difference between both numbers will let a person know how much fecal matter or stool that they were actually carrying. And that is very, very important that they realize that they are carrying around a lot. So a little aside here also, I have people who are small habitus that don't have weight wellness issues. They were like, Dr. Grace, I don't want to lose weight. And I tell them, you know what, your stool weighs something. So I can't guarantee that you're not going to lose anything. You're going to lose whatever comes out. So that's how that works. When is the best time to detox? I say changing of the seasons. So right now we went from fall to winter. This is a good time to detox, or just listen to your body. If a person is feeling bloated, if a person having breakouts, if someone has what I call halitosis, which is a nice way of saying bad breath, because this is the beginning of the GI tract, and in your bottom where the stool comes out is the ending. So if you're not moving your stools from the bottom part, it's just sitting there. And so you can smell it in the breath. I'm not trying to be gross or graphic, but again, that's what you need to do, is to listen to your body as far as detox is concerned. The papaya that's in this tea, if you read the literature, it has so many medicinal purposes. But primarily in the products, papaya is also known as a natural antibiotic. In your gut, there's good bacteria and there's bad bacteria. And they make chemicals and they signal it out throughout the body. The bad bacteria also makes chemicals that causes inflammation in the body. And inflammation is the basis for disease. You know, for some of you who may have remember Dr. Sabi, he said mucus is most oftentimes the primary cause of disease. If he was still alive, I would challenge him and say mucus is a response to inflammation in the body. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying about the bacteria releasing chemicals, people that are fluffy or sexually pleasingly plump, as I call it, or in the medical world, they call it obesity. Most of them feel like they lack self-discipline. They give into their cravings. There is a biochemical process that is happening in the body where the gut is communicating to the brain to eat horribly because that bad bacteria needs horrible foods, the starches, the sugars, in order to thrive. And so most people feel bad because they don't have the discipline. But if they use this tea and detox and get it out, some good bacteria and the bad bacteria, and replenish, they minimize the craving. And all of you who are under the sound of my voice that have been using Tava for a while, you know that you probably are not craving the cookies, the cakes, the donuts, the chips, the pies anymore, because now you have developed a healthy gut. Your gut is your second brain. Where you were developing in your mother's womb as a fetus, there was a dermatome that separated to go make the brain and make the gut. And they do communicate with one another. That's why they call the gut the second brain. How many of you had that gut feeling, all that type of thing? And listen to this also, guys. The chemicals that are secreted in the brain are also secreted in the gut. And one of them is what we call serotonin. Serotonin, every time you have a bowel movement, is released and stimulated. And serotonin is a mood elevator. So for those of you who've been on the product, most of you that were saying that I'm tired, feeling sluggish, that has gone all away because now you have a healthy gut that is secreting the serotonin that is also secreted in the brain. Just a little aside here, like Prozac, all the antidepressants, what they do, they block the breakdown of serotonin. So that's why a person can overcome being depressed, because the serotonin is preserved in the body by the medication. But if you give the body what it needs, it can make its own serotonin. If you have a healthy gut, you have a happy life. Trust me on that one. Most people that are constipated, they are depressed and they're cranky because they don't have the serotonin levels that they need. Okay, the dextrin fiber that is in this tea is insoluble. So what happens when you drink this tea, it draws water from the body to soften up the stool to get it up and moving out. Also in here is chamomile, which is very calming and relaxing. You can buy chamomile by itself, but why would you? Is in this tea here. And it works in a combination to give the body what it needs to detox and cleanse it out. The next product, as you guys know, is the Liquid Valley 30, one of my favorites. All you have to do is just take 1 capful a day right here. And this backside here is full of ingredients. B vitamins, vitamin A for eyes. C is in the super fruits. D, you get 95% of your daily recommended of vitamin D. Why is that important? Vitamin D helps build up your immune system, and it's also what we call a pro-hormone. And why, you probably like, Dr. Grace, why is that important? We can't make any medical claims, but I can quote medical literature. When during the pandemic, people that had the worst times or even passed away from COVID were vitamin D deficient, totally depleted. And so I can say that. But this liquid vitamin has 95% of your daily recommended of vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin C in the superfruits. It has glucosamine, chondroitin that helps with the joints. It has tart cherry juice in here. And why is that important? So, most people that suffer from gout, one of the things that I do in my practice, or have done in my practice, I would tell them to add to their grocery list when they go to the health food store to buy tart cherry juice for gout. It's all in this Valley 30. So I just tell them to buy the Valley 30 now, right? And so it's a inositol in here. There's Resveratrol in here. And you're like, Dr. Grace, what is Resveratrol? Resveratrol is found in the skin of the grape. And Resveratrol is known to lower cholesterol. Anybody under the sound of my voice that's on any type of medication, your medication depletes the body of something. So let's just talk about cholesterol lowering medication. It depletes the body of CoQ10. I can say that because it's in medical literature. So if you know anybody that has high cholesterol and they're on Lipitor, they can get this liquid vitamin that has CoQ10 in it to help replenish it. I can say that because it's not treating something or preventing something, but it's replenishing something that is depleted in the body, right? So this is one of our top sellers of our company. I love this Liquid Valley 30, and I'm going to tell you why. When the pandemic hit, we do liquid vitamin infusions where we infuse the vitamins directly into the vein, and we were not having people to come in. So I had them to start drinking the Liquid Valley 30 in lieu of. And so this, you get 85% absorption of a liquid vitamin. So we have cleansed, right? And so now we're going to replenish with the liquid vitamin. All right. Because your gut now is cleansed out and is ready to receive nutrients from the foods that you eat and from this very potent, very good liquid vitamin. All right. So this is one of my favorite products right here. And so after you cleanse, you replenish, and then we talk about the flare. The flare is the capsule. The flare has 7 probiotics. I used to say 6, and I had to read the label. It's 7. And you're like, Dr. Grace, why is that important? Remember that bad and good bacteria that I was telling you that's in your gut? After you detox, you need to replenish and rebuild your gut. So the flare, this is a system. They all work together synergistically to give you what you need. It rebuilds and replenish the gut with the good bacteria. Why is that important? Because remember I said the bad bacteria make you crave bad things. The good bacteria takes away those cravings. So therefore, you can make good conscious choices when you decide to sit down and eat. You're not famished, you're not starving, you're not hungry, and you are ready to have that salad. You're craving the things that your body needs to be healthy. So that's in the flare. In the flare, you have also guarana in it, which is good for good mental clarity and focus and heart health. In the flare, we have a saying, the flare will take you there. And I'm going to tell you why it takes people there. Just read in between the lines on that. You have pyridoxine in it, which is B6. B6 helps replenish blood cells, right? And if you have good blood cell production, you have good oxygenation. If you have good oxygenation, you have alkalinization, which is a high pH, and an alkaline body is a healthy body. Disease cannot stand being in an alkaline body. So the flare helps with that as well. One of the favorite things that's in the flare that I tell people about is the inositol. And why is that important? Inositol in the body helps with helping suppress appetite, but it also helps at the cellular level, along with the CoQ10. You're getting CoQ10 in this liquid vitamin. You're getting CoQ10 also in the flare. And you're giving your cells the energy that it needs at the cellular level. So that's why when people take our products, they feel energized. They have the energy that they need. They go from 0 to 10 really quickly because remember, you get 85% absorbency with the liquid vitamin. Then you take the flare on top of that. Okay, you go figure with that one out. Then you have chromium in it, which is a fat burner, which is a misnomer, really. The chromium, what it does, every time we eat, guys, our body releases insulin. And insulin, what it does, it opens up the gates of the cell for the sugar to go in, but it also builds fat. So chromium tells insulin, no, you need to chill out. We ain't doing that today. And so that's what's in the flare. You have vanadium, which also regulates sugar levels. I have had patients, not making any medical claims, but I can tell stories, true stories, and share testimonies. I've had patients to lose over 100 pounds and are totally off their diabetic medication now. I have one patient who lost 100 pounds and she just takes a low dose of high blood pressure medication. And the only reason why she takes that because her family members get on her nerves. But if we could control that, she wouldn't even be on that. I have a patient, I do pain management. We bring people off opiates naturally, which I'm going to talk about the products that the new products that have rolled out as really helping us now too as well. A patient, she was on 120 oxycodone. Yes, when she came to my practice, overweight, diabetic. Now she is 85 pounds down. She no longer, she's down to 60 tablets from 120. She's down to 60, and she has done yoga for the very first time about 3 months ago. And her hemoglobin A1C for the very first time through her whole life, because she was a diabetic in her teen years, she said she always would be at a 12. Now is below a 6 by using the Tava products. So again, not making any medical claims, but along with changing her eating habits, and which allow these are tools to help her, allow her to make those health and wellness goals in her medical wellness journey. So we cleanse with the tea, we replenish with the liquid vitamin, we set things on fire with the flare. The flare also has in it kelp. I'm always finding out something new about these products. And you're like, Dr. Grace, what is kelp? Kelp is also from a plant. And what it does, it makes natural iodine. And why is iodine important? Iodine is very important for your thyroid. And your thyroid is what regulates your metabolism. So the flare resets the metabolism in your body. So you can metabolize the foods that you eat and burn the fat that you should, in order for you to be the weight wellness level that you should be. Okay. It helps you to release the weight. All right. I don't like using weight loss or use that word, because stuff that you tend to lose, you tend to find again, those pounds and then some. But anyway, this program helps you in your weight wellness journey. These are tools. Okay. And so we have cleansed, replenished, and we set things on fire by regulating that metabolism, all in one little capsule, which is a vegan capsule. For those of you who don't like swallowing tablets, you can open the capsule and put it inside the liquid vitamin and shoot it back. Okay. All right. So then we have a CBD coffee, which is one of my favorite products, because I told you I do pain management. You have 5 milligrams of CBD in the coffee. You have 125 milligrams of potassium. You also have in that coffee chaga mushroom, guarana again, green coffee extract, all in one coffee. And the reason why this is so amazing is because it counteracts the effects of caffeine. Caffeine is vasoconstricting. So when I tell people that are diagnosed with high blood pressure, I tell them to avoid salt, pop, pork, and caffeine. But with this coffee, I don't have to tell them that. So the 120 milligrams of potassium relaxes muscle, right? And your blood vessels are surrounded with muscle. So caffeine constricts, potassium relaxes. So people that have pain, most of them have a decreased blood flow. A lot of them are tense and have muscle spasms, and potassium helps relax the muscles, like I said, right? You have the chaga mushroom in there, which is a potent anti-inflammatory. You have the coffee bean extract that's in there that helps suppress the appetite. You also have in here, I forgot to mention, L-theanine, which is an amino acid that helps calm a person down. So that's why you drink the coffee and have this alert calmness. That's the only way I can describe it. You only have to try it. You have to try it to understand what I'm saying. How can you be alert and calm at the same time? You have to try the coffee to experience it. And in my practice, I used to tell people to buy L-theanine by itself, people that suffer from anxiety, people that have problems sleeping at night. I would tell them just to get the L-theanine, but I could tell them to drink this coffee now. The CBD that's in this coffee, which is truly amazing. CBD blocks 5 pain pathways. Yes, I said 5, not 1, not 2, but 5. And why is that significant? Because opiates only block 1 pain pathway, really doesn't block anything. If you ask anyone that is on an opiate, be it oxymorphone, Oxycontin, Percocets, the Norcos, they are in pain. I don't care how much medication that they're on, they're always in pain. And the reason being, the opiate causes them to have a euphoric feeling to the point where they're in pain. They just don't care. And opiates are from the heroin family, guys. The pharmaceutical industry had changed the structure of the opiates from heroin into a pill form. It's the same biochemical structure, right? So if they don't have their medication, they will go through withdrawals to look a person is on heroin, cranky, diarrhea, stomach cramps, the whole nine. So my patients that drink this coffee and that have used the Tava products, they require less opiates because their body is responding to their gut is much healthier, so it absorbs the medication. They require more and more and more because most of them, their gut is not healthy and it's not absorbing it, right? So this coffee is truly, truly amazing with the CBD in it. You can read medical literature for yourself. CBD block 5 pain pathways, also used in post-traumatic stress disorders, people that have had trauma from whatever type of trauma. CBD also helps people that have obsessive compulsive disorders. Not making any claims that our products do that, but medical literature says what CBD does. It also helps people who have seizures. So we're going to go into the next new product, which is the amazing product here. It is here. This little bottle here is called SEKSE. See that? This product is amazing. Okay, so you get a half a teaspoon. You get 25 milligrams of CBD per half teaspoon. Okay, in this bottle is like 60 mLs. So if you do a half a teaspoon, this is about 24 servings or about a 30-day supply, just shy of a 30-day supply. And at the conference, people was just squirting it in their mouth and all the other kind of stuff and holding it under their tongue. But the proper way to take it is a half a teaspoon. It's a beverage enhancer. You can put it in the Valet 30. You can put it in your coffee. If you put 25 of a half a teaspoon in your coffee, this is 25 plus 5, you get 30 milligrams of CBD. What is amazing about our products, our CBD products are THC free. Okay. They have a THC free certification. You can go into our website, you can click on it, where they have actually had scientists to research the product, and there's no THC in it. And why is that important? THC is what they look for when you drop and do a drug screen. THC is one of the things that they look for. And so I get a lot of phone calls from my Tava family. You know, what if a person is a police officer? What if they are in an industry where they have to give urine? Will they have a problem? No, we don't test for the cannabis or the CBD plant. We look for the THC, which is bad. And why is it bad? Because THC burns brain cells. THC burns lung cells. THC increased estrogen in men. It increased testosterone levels in women. There was an article that just was released this week from JAMA and from Harvard that says that people who smoke is destroying their lungs because when they smoke weed, there's no filter, right? There's smoke that's actually going into the lung, and it's the THC part that is doing the damage. The cannabis part, which is the medicinal part, is the good part, right? But when you don't use when you do use products that have THC in them, you're really negating the effects of the THC, right? Should I say the CBD, which is the good part. So let me say that again. When you take products that have THC in it, it's negating the benefits from the CBD, because now you have something that is mixed in it that can be harmful to the body. And I have to give shout out and kudos to Mr. Lloyd and Shantae Lloyd, who was like, no, we don't want to have any THC in our products. We want to help the people that we have designed these products for. So this is an amazing product here. It's called SEKSE. It's not only help with pain, it helps with mood stabilization. And you get, again, per half teaspoon, take it the right way, per half teaspoon, you get 25 milligrams. Now, this is the reason why you need to take it as prescribed. because our bodies are so smart. You can develop a tolerance. And what does that mean? That means your body gets used to it being at a certain level, then after a while is going to require more. And so you need to take it as it is prescribed, because you start low and you increase slow. That's what we say in medicine. If you start high, you don't have nowhere to go. So always remember, start low and go slow, and make sure you take it as it's prescribed on the product label. This is an amazing product. So I could talk about this forever. So, but we don't have time for that. All right. So we have cleansed, we have replenished, right? And we have set things on fire. We have excelled with the coffee. Now we have the SEKSE CBD, and the collagen that we have is truly amazing. The collagen is from a marine. So everything is plant-based until we get to the collagen. Collagen comes from 3 places. We have 5 different types of collagens in our body. Over 50 to 75% of our body is made of collagen. As we mature, they say our body loses the capacity to make collagen. But if you give the body what it needs, it can produce its own collagen. Or if you take collagen, it will take the collagen that you take and then incorporate it in the 5 different types that you have in your body. So marine is just a step up from plant-based, because you guys know that out there trending is vegans, vegetarians, and pescatarians. They are different. Vegetarians can be lacto-ovo, which means they do some meat sources, and that comes from chicken. So they may do eggs, and they may do dairy from the cheese. So those are what we call the lacto-ovo vegetarians, that does mostly fruits and vegetables. And then you have vegetarians. Then you have vegan, who just do plant-based. They do no meat products whatsoever. And then you have pescatarians, who do all vegetables, and they may do salmon, and they may do fish. Okay, so those are the difference. So this is the conversations that you need to have with those people that you may come across with the collagen. You might have a vegan who was like, I don't do anything that has any animal products with it. You know what you can tell them to do? You can tell them to take this Valley 30 and this Flare together, because that is what your body needs to make collagen anyway. So our company has always, believe it or not, has always had products that produce and give the body what it needs to make collagen. And the Flare, you have what we call glutamine or glutamate. And you need glutamate to make proline. And you need proline with vitamin C to make collagen, along with vitamin A. All of that was in the Flare and in the Valet together anyway. So before we even had collagen products, I was telling our people that would come and listen, or on my platforms or with our team, I would tell them the Valet 30. So this will be for your vegans who don't say they don't want to do anything that has any meat in it, or anything that's from a meat source. You can definitely sell them on, for a lack of a better word, to do the Valley 30 and Flare together, because it will give their body what they need to produce the collagen that it needs. So for those that are what I call vegetarian or pescatarians, they will love the liquid collagen, because it's from a marine source. And we have what we call Lumicol, which is an amazing thing. Kudos again to our leaders who decided to trademark this collagen, which means it comes from one fish source. All the other collagens or marine collagens out there, you don't know what fish they're using. They can be using multiple fishes from different types and all of that. But this is one fish source. So if that means if it's from one source, that means it's from one catch and it's traceable. God forbid, if anything happens with that product, it can be traced. And I'm not claiming that. I'm not speaking anything negative, but I'm just letting you know the importance of them getting the Lumicol trademark from one fish source, how it's safe for the consumer, right? All right. So this collagen, again, is for hair, skin, and nails, which we already had with the Valet 30. You can mix these products together. You could take your Valet 30 with your collagen, because it works all together. So when you take collagen, you want to continue to support it by doing the Valet and the Flare together, right? This is truly amazing. So for hair, skin, and nails, you have the selenium and the zinc also in the Valet 30. You also have 300% of biotin in the liquid Valet 30. I know I'm going back and forth, but I just want to let you guys know how these products overlap and can work together and give the body what it needs to be strong and to be youthful, right? And so again, what if you come across a person who say, oh, I can't, we talked about the vegetarian or the vegan. What if you come across someone who says, oh, I can't do fish because I'm allergic to fish? And guess what, guys? I'm going to be totally transparent. I'm that person. I have allergies to fish, so I can't do the 25, but I am still doing and have trust in the combination of the Valet 30 with the Flare. I'm giving my body what it needs. You guys know my testimony at the 3-year anniversary, the hair loss that I experienced. I did my Valet 30 and my Flare twice a day instead of once a day. And my hair, where it came out, my hair is now strong and healthy enough to go this color. Because the guy who, my stylist was like, we're not doing anything until your hair gets healthy. And I all own it to the combination of the Valet 30 and the Flare. All right. So that's all I have to say. I think I covered it all. So when you guys have these combinations, hopefully you took copious notes. Our products is a system. Another thing about the collagen, for those that are doing the weight wellness process, you need to push that collagen and Valet 30 and Flare, because when people lose weight, they want to keep their skin tight. They don't want to look like I'm not being mean or anything. They don't want to have the flabby, saggy skin. The collagen will definitely help with that as well. So, Janella, I could keep going and going and going, but I know time is of the essence. If anybody has any questions, I didn't know what the format or the platform was going to be on tonight. But I am truly, truly excited about the new products. And I'm always stay excited about what Tava has to offer, because I am a product of the product. I am 30. I lost a little bit more now. So I'm like 30. I was 30 pounds. So I'm like 33 pounds down now as of today. And I'm thinking about going 25 more. My goal is 145. And I'm so excited about these products. Back to you, Janella.
Oh my gosh. Woo! Y'all give it up to Dr. Grace. You are so knowledgeable. Listen, guys, let me tell you something. To be a part of Tava Lifestyle is to be connected to Dr. Grace Patterson M.D. Okay? So we have the best of the best of the best. I know you guys love this because you are saying it in the feed. You're putting up your hearts. You guys have been texting me saying this is amazing. You guys better be glad I recorded this, okay? You better be glad I recorded this, and I'm going to make a link for everybody. So Dr. Patterson, can you please tell everybody like how to follow you to get more, because you are so knowledgeable. It's so much information that you have. It's amazing. We don't even realize what we have in our hand, because these products are really amazing. And the way you break them down, it's some things that people probably are listening to right now, realizing that they didn't even know that they benefited from some of these things. So, let people know how to follow you and everything like that.
Okay, well, I have a page that's called Medical Monday. For like 5 years, I was doing Medical Monday at 8 o'clock. And then when I joined Tava, I sacrificed that and was doing 9 o'clock on Mondays for the corporate calls. So you can follow me on Medical Monday. There's Dr. Grace Patterson M.D. That's my personal page. I have some other pages out there, but those were the main two. Dr. Grace on Instagram and Medical Monday on Instagram. You can go to Medical Monday, but put Grace Patterson in there, because there's a Medical Monday out there all about medical marijuana. That's not me.
Oh no.
But I have over, I would say over 100 videos on different subjects matters that you guys can watch. Some of it is Tava, but anything from high blood pressure, sugar diabetes, cancer, just how to eat right, sleeping, how to sleep appropriately. That's another thing that I forgot to mention about the CBD. It will help you sleep at night, and you definitely need to sleep at night to burn fat. And so you definitely need to sleep at night, because that's when your body heals. So any of you that's under the sound of my voice that are not sleeping well, I can almost tell you that you have a problem releasing the weight. You can't do it if you're not getting a good night's sleep. And another thing that contributes to that is technology. Technology is robbing us of our sleep. And you're like, Dr. Grace, what do you mean by that? There is what they call blue light. Blue light on your smart TVs, your smartphones. You can control all of that. You can look in your settings of your phone to dim the blue light, but you should not be doing tech. I know it's kind of hard because some of us are workaholics. We do a lot of stuff. We run our business from our phones, but you should not be on your phone 30 minutes before you go to bed, because what it does is disrupt your circadian rhythm and you can't release the serotonin to go to sleep. Wow. So if you have that issue, you can do a half a teaspoon of this. Hold it under your tongue so you can get into that deep delta sleep, so you can wake up in the morning, refresh, and burn the fat while you're sleeping. That is important.
Wow. Nugget after nugget after nugget dropped. I have like a paper full of notes here. I'm glad I recorded this, because I'm going to go back and I'm going to jot down notes. So when I'm presenting, I know like all of the different ways that I can really help people with these products. And so thank you so much, Dr. Grace Patterson. That was amazing. So just quickly, I think you guys got so much on tonight, but just know that you, with Tava Lifestyle, being a part of this amazing company, you are positioning yourself for greatness. You are positioning yourself for timing and positioning that is going to be, it's going to be crazy, because remember, we're in our 3rd year. And when I look at going into the 10th year of this company, where we are right now, we have this is equity right here, okay, with this company. So you have to be able to get yourself positioned. We are connected to amazing people. Look at this doctor that is a part of our company. I already claimed her as the Tava Lifestyle doctor, okay? So when you want something, go to her. But remember, so everybody that's listening out there, if you're a guest on tonight and you love what you heard, get with the person that invited you. We also have travel. So if you're looking for a way to travel and get discounts, we also have travel. So our CEO and founder, Mr. Kenny E. Lloyd, Shantae Lloyd, are two amazing people that I have known for like over 7 years now, right? And so they put this company together for the average person to really win. And so they not only put travel together, they also put together for us to learn about trading and crypto and all of these ways to take our money and invest it and make more money. And so they have partnered with one of the top traders in the